not fake, but I wonder some... Oh my god, are you okay?
Well guys, we're back. It seems like without fail, basically every other day, somebody goes viral for doing something insanely illegal while live streaming. The future of social media is really looking positive. It seems like once or twice a month, I come on here and try to explain to the best of my ability whatever's trending or whatever the new hot thing is in the streaming world. For a while, we were dealing with the pandemic of Jack Doherty and his wannabe clones. We had to learn how to navigate through the world of public nuisance streaming, Twitch allowing people to whip out their titties, Twitch no longer allowing people to whip out their titties. Not too long ago, we watched that streamer Eliza Jordana beat a guy. We've seen a lot, but as has been made evident by a clip that went viral a couple of days ago, we have not seen everything. Yesterday, I saw a clip on Twitter of a streamer who goes by the name of Vegan Patriot run over somebody in her car while she was high and live streaming on YouTube. Now, obviously, this is not a funny situation. I want to go on record saying that it's not funny when people get hit by cars, okay? Don't twist my words. However, I do find it kind of hilarious that you can't even really consider this clip having gone fully viral. When I saw this on Twitter, the post had a few thousand likes. I saw a couple of videos be made about this yesterday, but in the grand scheme of things, this is kind of like a nothing moment. We have become so far disconnected to what should be acceptable when live streaming on the internet that somebody hitting a person in their car and calling it content warrants basically nothing more than a whatever. Now, from my research, apparently this woman is not the most pleasant, but that's not really going to be the focus of this video. I don't really care too much to talk about that. I mainly just want to talk about the clip itself and then the implications that stuff like this has for streaming as a whole. Because over the last few years, it seems like streaming has become this form of media where literally anything goes. Not only that, it seems like the people who are willing to push the boundaries and see exactly what will go are the most popular right now. But we'll talk about that more in a minute. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Let's hear those voices. They're not fake, but I wonder some... Oh my god, are you okay?
No. What the fuck did you do?
I didn't see her.
Why are you not looking?
I was looking. I didn't see you.
Okay, so to me, this is the most interesting part of the video, because if you go back, it looks like this woman is looking straight down the road. Like, it does look like she's paying attention here, yet she somehow manages to send somebody flying over her windshield. It's like the video evidence we have contradicts itself. Unless whoever got hit jumped out of this car like one of those insurance scam videos, I don't know how this happened.
I'm telling you, I did not see you.
What the fuck?
Just tell me how I can help.
So one thing I want to mention is that she deleted the original live stream from when this happened. I know, surprising. So I can't actually confirm that she was high when this happened. I say this because she seems pretty sober during this interaction, but I guess running somebody over in your car would probably be a pretty sobering experience. Might snap you out of it for a moment, but it's got me thinking how I would react if I ever hit somebody in my car. What's the etiquette for when you run somebody over? I mean, I guess you apologize, right? Is that really gonna mean anything in the moment though? Hey bud, my bad. Sorry your leg's facing the wrong way, but I got a Candy Crush notification that I just could not ignore. I'm sure you'll understand.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god, you guys. I don't know what just happened, but it wasn't good.
Don't worry, I can handle this one. I think you hit somebody with your vehicle. This actually seems like a pretty black and white situation. Not sure how you're confused on what just went down.
I'm trying to... Where do you want me to go? I plan on it. Can I park? All right, guys, here's your content for the day.
Yeah, so this might be the most insane thing a person has ever said. Can you imagine running somebody over in your car? An action that basically guarantees you jail time? Because unless you have a dash cam that shows the person jumping out of a bush Looney Tunes style onto your windshield, you're going to get proven guilty and you're going to jail. Can you imagine doing such a thing and then your first cohesive thought after the shock starts to kind of wear off and you've let the situation sink in for a moment is to look down at your camera and say, well, there's the content for today, guys. I've honestly got to respect the dedication of the craft. This lady is a true grinder when it comes to getting out that live streaming content. You can't argue with that. Her mind is always on content. You got to respect that. So that's where the clip of this happening ends. So far, I haven't heard anything about this lady getting arrested. It's only been a couple days though, so I'm sure something's gonna come of this. But also, if this is the last time we ever hear anything about this, I really wouldn't be that surprised. The attention will probably just be shifted to another streamer hitting somebody else in their car, yet this time they did it on purpose for a donation or something. Which leads me to what I wanted to talk about a bit more earlier. The standard of what's okay while live streaming and what's okay in the name of content getting more and more extreme every day, and how it's causing stuff like this to basically get no attention. To explain all of this, I have a theory. When I was a kid and I was getting into the internet is when the internet really entered its modern era. I got into the internet really young, I know, who would have thunk? The guy who's a YouTuber was obsessed with the internet as a child. And about 2006 is when I really was like, oh my god, this stuff is awesome. And 2005, 2006 is also when the internet sort of became this method of connection. Before that, it was a lot of one-on-one stuff, but this was the age of social media being invented, search engines getting crazy advanced, YouTube was being made, Facebook was taking off, Twitter was being made. It was a pretty revolutionary time for the internet. And at the time, obviously, being a young kid, I didn't have a frame of reference to how this was different to what the internet was like in the late 90s, for example, but I knew that it was different. I knew that this stuff was new. And the internet became this way to connect with people like never before. Social media was getting bigger, YouTube was getting bigger, online games were getting bigger, and it created this connection between all kinds of different people, whether it was just people you went to school with or people across the country. And while it connected a lot of different people, it was new enough that it felt pretty small for a long time. And there was this like sweet spot of people who were the right age and had the right amount of experience to do stuff with the internet beyond just observe what other people were doing. Back in 2007, for example, knowing how to film, edit, and upload a video to YouTube was not something that everybody knew how to do like they do today, which led to this feeling that I think a lot of people who were active on the internet during this time can relate to, that a lot of people were on the internet, but not a lot of people were contributing to it. So when something new and big happened, it was a big deal and you talked about it for a long time. There wasn't something to just instantly replace whatever just happened. Like the concept of a viral video is sort of dead in this era. Short of somebody like getting assassinated, which even then I don't know if that could replicate it, is not going to have the effect that a viral video would have back in the day when people would talk about one specific video for months, if not years. I mean, think about how long stupid shit like the Nyan Cat used to be popular and relevant. Or even stuff as recent as that stupid selfie Ellen took at the Oscars. Like it's just a selfie of celebrities. That's it. And it was a huge thing. Harambe, the black and blue or yellow and gold dress, D's nuts. These things used to be things people would reference for months, years. And that era of the internet is dead. It's just gone. With every day that passes, more and more stuff gets filmed to the point where we have filmed everything. Everything's already gone viral, so nothing is surprising anymore. I mean, even the biggest names on the internet are confined to their respective circles. For example, when's the last time you heard about a Mr. Beast video? I genuinely have not heard of a Mr. Beast video outside of going to look for one since he made that Squid Game video. I'm serious, and that's been years. And all of his videos are the most insane concepts you've ever heard of, and they all get over 100 million views. Yet if you're not a Mr. Beast fan, you never hear about them. If Mr. Beast could go back to like 2011 and release a video like he does today then, like the YouTube servers might have exploded. The biggest video of 2011 was Rebecca Black's Friday. This was the era of YouTube where if you weren't making a music video, people had not even begun to consider, hey, what if we actually actually spent money on these videos. All of this is to say that people who have been born somewhat recently, like if you're 14, 15, 16 or younger, have just grown up with this kind of internet culture. If you were born in 2010, it's just what you're used to. By the time you're 6 or 7, it's public knowledge that people are making millions of dollars off of YouTube videos. Social media is a dangerously important part of most people's lives, and you can Google literally anything and see it. Anything you want to see, there's a video of it somewhere. People are and have become genuine celebrities from being internet figures. It's just different. There's not that reference from when the internet was this kind of slow place where big things only happen so often. So younger people, when they see streamers like this, it's just nothing to them. It's no big deal, which I think is why we're seeing this increase in people doing these absolutely insane things on the internet. Because after you see them for the dozenth time, you're like, okay, well, I guess people are just doing this stuff now. Nothing to really care about anymore. I think it's honestly just the novelty of the internet has finally worn off. At the beginning, it was like, oh my god, I can see anything I want. And now it's, yeah, I can see anything I want. Times have changed. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think I'm pretty close to explaining all of this, or do you think there's another reason that it seems like nobody cares about literally anything that happens on the internet anymore? I often think back to things that had big impacts on the internet, and I honestly don't think a single thing that happened between like 2005 and 2016 would be a big deal on the internet for more than a few hours. I mean, can you imagine the modern skibbity rizzler in Ohio kid being able to even make it through something like Chocolate Rain? Not even really talking about whether or not it would go viral in the modern era, which I don't think it would. I'm just saying, do you think the average 10-year-old today would be able to make it through a 5-minute long video where the only visual stimulus is a guy singing into a microphone? I don't think they could. They need to scroll through their iPad or have a clip of Subway Surfers playing at the bottom. Stuff is just different now. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.